Shotguns are one of the most versatile weapons in the world, so it shouldn't come to a surprise that they're one of my favourite weapons to use in Into the Radius. And we have a few shotguns to choose from. We have the pump action shotgun, the double barrel shotguns, we have the Spaz 12 and the Saiga, so we have a bit of everything for everyone. So I asked myself, can you beat Into the Radius with just a sawed-off shotgun? So I attempted it myself, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. I will mention, however, this is my first time trying to do this run. The first and second time didn't go so well in terms of quality, and overall the game looked like I was watching a video in 140p. And even on the third run, I still had issues on the first half, mainly with Steam VR. I normally record my videos using Steam VR display window. However, for some reason Steam VR display was lagging a lot, and the game wasn't lagging itself. I did not realize this until much later in the video. So if you're wondering why the video went from this to this, is because I changed what window I was recording. So don't be alarmed when the video changes FPS out of nowhere. And another thing I have to mention before we get into the video, we're not going to be covering any of the side missions, mainly due to the fact this video will be over an hour long if I did cover the side missions too. So for the sake of my sanity, we're only going to be covering the main story missions, which, to be fair, if you can do the story missions, you can do the side missions. We start this journey off with the first expedition, which grants us $1,500 in security level 1. The mission is to find a previous explorer's bracelet. However, the bracelet's guarded by 2 fragments. And in case you weren't listening, I'm not able to kill them unless I have a double barrel shotgun, which you do not get until you complete the first mission. So I led them away while dancing to an in-game sound bug. After emoting the fragments, I went around them and grabbed the bracelet. After I got the bracelet, I went back to base, turned in, and grabbed my first double barrel shotgun. And I'm aware of the free shotgun you get after you complete the first mission. However, I decided to buy an extra shotgun with a lot of ammo just in case. From there, I started cramming all the shells I have in my pocket. Returning back to the terminal, I grabbed the free shotgun you get and started my second mission. The second mission being called Total Recall, where I have to find a film nearby in an industrial warehouse. Nothing much happened here other than killing a mimic and 2 fragments. After I found the film, I went back to base to return my mission in. After doing a few side missions, I started the third mission being called Fixing a Leak, where I have to find a piece of documents and kill a Seeker for an extra $200. At this point in time, I'd already unlocked the shortcut to Blotsky Village, so all I had to do was go through there and kill the Seeker right next to it. One thing I had to keep in mind though, ever since 2.3, enemies react to gunshots a little bit different, meaning they all come towards you now. A fragment and a spawn didn't like the noise I was making, so they proceeded to start to attack me. However, I've still got a shotgun. Now since enemies react to gunshots differently now, they all start making their way towards me, so I proceed to use the train as cover. And one by one, all the enemies in the village start to make their way towards me. I won't lie, I started to feel like a badass. After clearing out the village, I made my way towards the house and picked up the documents. After I picked up the documents, I made my way back to Veno, returned to Taskin, and unlocked security level 2. After you get security level 2, you now have access to slug rounds, which will be the workhorse of this entire game now. But before I buy my new slugs, I have to empty my pockets out. After selling the ammo that's now worthless to me, I bought a box of slug rounds. And then I proceeded to cram the slug rounds into my pockets. The 4th mission unlocks as soon as you complete the 3rd mission, so I bought a gas mask in advance. The 4th mission being called Flash in the Dark, where I have to find an unknown artifact in a cluster of anomalies in Blotki Village. I went to the mission in Blotki Village, put on my gas mask, and found the artifact. There's really not much to say here, it's a very easy mission. After I found the artifact, I made my way back to base, turned it in, and got an extra 3k for it. After that, I did some more side missions to unlock the 5th mission. This mission being called the Probing Move, where I have to find a recorder inside Potaba Factory. This is another easy mission due to the fact you don't counter much resistance, plus there's a shortcut to get there. I took the shortcut to Blotki Village to make my way there. And when I get to Potaba Factory, the mission area is guarded by a Seeker and an armored Mimic. The Seeker is also armored, by the way. After I dealt with the Seeker and Mimic, I made my way inside the building to find the recorder. After I picked up the recorder, I made my way back to Veno to return to Taskin. At this point in the run, I've been playing for just over an hour and I was feeling very confident. I've already completed half of the missions and things didn't seem like they were going to slow down. With security level 3, I've gained access to most of the B-rail attachments, so I attached the laser sight to my double barrel shotguns, while giving one of my shotguns a 4x scope. This scope, however, was completely useless because the bullets go in random directions sometimes. I didn't realize this though until much later, so I had this scope on a gun that didn't even really work. After a few side missions, I unlocked mission 5, which is called the Intrusion, which I have to find a bomb to blow up a safe room in Potaba Factory and retrieve a black box. It was only until now I found out the VR display was lagging, so this is when I changed windows and things start to be a lot more smoother then. The only issue when recording like this is that because I am not using the VR display anymore, I'm using the games window, I record out on my left eye and I use my right eye most of the time. So there's times where I'm shooting from my left eye and it's not working out because I'm not used to it. Anyway, I make my way towards Potaba Factory to start the mission. First on the list is to get to the bomb that can blow up the safe room. When making my way towards the explosive, I shot a spawn in order to alert everything in the nearby area. This includes the ones in the factory. This went very poorly, as you can see. And to top all off, everything in the nearby facility started to converge on my location, and I was, in a complete sense, surrounded. I haven't even got the bomb yet. After I pick up the bomb, I made my way around the factory so I don't bump into the mimics that come out of it. And as it turned out, Seekers from Kokozara spotted me. This somehow missed. Surely. After missing that Seeker at point blank range, I started to make my way inside the factory. But before I got there, I was greeted by an armored mimic and a phantom. After I dealt with them, I made my way upstairs in the upper levels of the factory. After I cleared the first room from a mimic, I realized I forgot something. I forgot to bring a flashlight. For those who don't know, Portable Factory has black grass all around it, and only light suppresses the grass, making it safe to traverse. However, I don't have one. But then I remembered, I still have the health gen artifact. Making it across safe there's a whole bunch of enemies just behind this door. However, they're unable to go through this door due to pathing. So of course, I use this to my advantage. After I dealt with them, I was greeted by mimics at the end of the hallway. And this is where the double barrel sawed-off shotgun proves that you cannot actually aim with this fucking thing. There was a few times where I knew I was aiming right on someone's chest, but it goes off in a completely different direction. This got a lot worse. Yeah, let's be honest, I should not have survived that. After killing all the mimics that were guarding the safe, I made my way down to the safe. I planted the explosives, waited till they blew up, and then I grabbed the case. After successfully grabbing the case, I made my way back home to return the task again, and then I unlocked security level 4. After getting security level 4, I refilled on my ammo and started to do the side missions. After doing a few side missions, I unlocked the Farewell Feast, which is the 7th mission. In this mission, I have to locate a heart artifact in Kokozara at a family feast. This is probably one of the most unique missions in this game due to the requirements you need to actually finish it. For this mission, I needed 2 canned beef, 3 canned pineapple, 4 energy drinks, 5 chocolate bars, and 2 grenades. You know it's a Russian feast when they give you grenades. So I went to the shop at Venno and bought everything I needed. I proceeded to cram everything into my backpack and I went on my way. This mission is normally quite difficult, but with the new movement feature, this is a really easy mission. Like, this mission is like probably too easy. And I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, they can't get inside. So I'm free to do what I'm able to do without being killed. While I'm here unpacking my things, I would really appreciate if you guys could take the time to like and leave a comment on the video, and maybe if you haven't already, subscribe. We're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to get there before Christmas. And for those who are unaware, I have my own Discord now, which you guys can join and talk about games, I don't know. After I do all that, I collect the artifact, and you're probably wondering how I got out, right? Well, I'll just let this clip play for itself. Yeah, I really think they should kind of nerf the blink movement. It's pretty fucking broken. And you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. I'm laughing. I'm laughing so hard that I'm unable to play the game anymore. After all that, I drop off the horror artifact and we only have 2 missions left. With security level 5 under my belt, I proceed to buy medical stuff and more ammo. And after a long grind of doing side missions, I finally unlocked the Kids Playground, which is a mission in Coco Zara where I have to explore and obtain an artifact. And it's filled, the area's filled with fucking mimics. There's a lot of mimics in there. So I grabbed some more medical stuff and more ammo to do this. When I get to Coco Zara, I am feeling pretty confident in myself. Nothing can go wrong here, can it? My first idea was to go around the factory and hopefully get the mimics by surprise. However, this spawn had other ideas. And unfortunately, for some reason, there's no audio in this entire footage at this point. For some reason, as soon as I started this mission, the audio just cut off completely. And it never came back until I restarted the game. Which was weird because I was able to hear absolutely everything. It was a weird time. I made my way inside the train station hoping to catch a few mimics off guard. Well, that was fast. No worries though, I can just try again. Oh, you know what to say, first time's the charm. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. No matter what I tried to do, I always got gunned down quickly, and I just wasn't able to dish out enough damage to actually do anything about it. I was at this for almost 2 hours, believe it or not. And I just kept dying, and dying, and dying. At some point, I just wanted to give up because this was just getting really frustrating. 15 deaths later, and I almost decided to throw in the towel. Then, I found this doorway, and I decided, what happens if I just try to blind fire? So I used the position I was in and aimed roughly around where the door was, since they were kind of clustering up in that area. This worked surprisingly well. After a while, I started to be a bit more brave and started peeking my head a little bit more to see if I could get better shots off. And it was at this time where I thought I was being too harsh on the sawed-off shotgun. However, it turns out mimics can still shoot each other by a mistake. And what ended up happening is that when the mimics started to cluster up at the doorway, they ended up just started shooting each other by mistake. Only a few died, however, the mimics were low enough on health that it just required one shot sometimes. So I decided I'll take the fight to them. Fuck. After doing it all over again, I am finally inside the train station. I shined the lights on the 2 trains, went on the ghost train, then I collected the artifact. At this point, I was exhausted. I've been recording for over 4 hours and I just wanted this to be done. So I packed up the artifact and I went back to base. I delivered the artifact, completed the mission, meaning I only have one more mission to go, and that is Ouroboros at Pachorsk Castle. So, you know the drill by now. I got more ammo and got more medical supplies. After I grinded out a few more side missions, we finally unlocked it. The last mission of Into the Radius. This is by far probably my favourite mission in the game, due to the fact the castle is such a unique place. But the last mission had took it out of me. I didn't have any hope. I was dreading for how long this was going to take, and a part of me just didn't want to do it. But I pushed forward. I wanted to know, no, I needed to know, can you beat Into the Radius with just a sawed-off shotgun? As much as I was nervous about this, I had hope. This hope died as soon as a fucking slider scaled the wall and killed me. However, this was surprisingly a lot easier than it was the last mission. There was one mimic, however, that kept going in and out of cover that I couldn't handle. However, he happened to be right next to a gas canister. And since it was my shotgun that caused the explosion, it still counts. I killed the rest of the stragglers. I started to feel very good about this last mission. And through the tunnels, I only encountered one phantom. Honestly, there was nothing else until I got on top of the walls. I got on top of the walls and slowly navigated my way around the anomalies. Things started to look really good right now. I did try sniping a mimic, however, it was just too far away and the shotgun just never went near him. This was not going anywhere, so I decided to jump off the wall and take a shortcut. The area that I'm in right now honestly provides the best type of cover that I can use. I saw a few mimics off in the distance, so I decided to get their attention and bring them towards me. This worked almost too well. There was only a few mimics left, unfortunately, but a seeker clocked me in the face. However, I did it again and this went a lot more smoother. I ended up killing the Seekers before they clocked me. I killed the Mimic that was using a suppressed weapon. However, there's still a Mimic on the wall. After killing all the Mimics inside the wall, I made my way towards the tower. This was it. I'm so close now. I only had to deal with 2 more Mimics and a few more spawns, and that's me. I'm in the clear. And I wasn't too worried about saves because I just had an auto save just before I went into the gate. After trying to have a sniper battle with this one Mimic, I was getting flanked from behind by fragments. However, I wasn't able to get a shot off, so I tried to go upstairs. If there's one thing I hate more, I hate campers. I tried going back up the stairs. This time I didn't get completely bodied straight away. And I found another Mimic waiting for me. Now the only Mimic left was the one with the suppressor. This man straight up vanished, and I am accepting that. I was so close to the end, I started to rush my way up to those stairs, where another Mimic was fucking hiding. And the next thing I know, I'm there. This was a long journey, and not just that, it's a long fucking video. But finally, I am able to answer the question that was asked at the start of the video. Yes, you can beat Into the Radius with just a sawed-off shotgun. As frustrating as making this video got, it was really worth it. I did have a lot of fun making this. It's hard for me to explain how I feel about shotguns now, so I'll just show you. Thank you for watching the video to the very end. It really does mean a lot to me. I don't normally make these types of videos, much less make these videos this long. But really, thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, maybe a comment as well. And if you want to see more stuff like this in the future, let me know down in the comments, and perhaps if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.